What is it that we want to say at the end of our life? Not the words that Frank Sinatra sung, and now the end is here, and so I face that final curtain. I did it my way. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper. Jesus is speaking to his disciples, and John 14:23 says, Jesus replied, "If anyone loves me, he will obey my teaching. My Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him." Now you might ask the question, does God love everyone or just those who obey his commands? Well, he loves his family members who obey him in a unique and personal way, just as you love your family members probably in a unique and personal way. But I want this to shock and amaze you. If you are a believer in Jesus Christ, the creator of the universe, the ruler of all, the one whom angels adore, is living in you. Let that encourage you and comfort you. Now, in terms of obeying his commands, this is not something we can do if our life is dominated by other things. They need to be important to us, what he taught, because they're unique and they are different. They need to be our focus. In the article, My Heart, Christ's Home, which is an analogy of the Christian life, specifically of Jesus living in us. It's a picture of a man who has a house with different rooms representing the different aspects of his life, and Jesus as a guest in that house. In that article, he is so excited to have this new relationship where Jesus has entered his heart. He wants Jesus to have his heart completely. So he shows him around the house, the different rooms, so that he will be comfortable. After he has done that, one day Jesus meets him outside and says, "There is a peculiar odor coming from the hall closet." Well, indeed, there is. This man has some personal things in his life that are left over from his old life. They are rotting and dead things, and he is afraid to admit that they are there. And so he says to Jesus, "I don't have the strength to do this. You need to take the key and clean it out yourself." Jesus does so, and this man feels tremendous relief, release, and peace. Now, in real life, I used this article in a study, and one of the gentlemen in this class read it and realized he had something rotten in his closet, so to speak, something he was hiding that was wrecking his spiritual life. It was an affair that he was having as a married man. He confessed it to me and felt that same kind of release and peace that the author of this article felt. He confessed it to his wife, and though it was rocky for a while as it shocked her, after a while their marriage was better than it had been before. So back to the article now. He says this in this article that he is tired of cleaning the house, and so he asked Jesus if he will take responsibility for it, and Jesus says yes. And eventually he realizes that Jesus is the guest in his house, and he needs to reverse that. Jesus needs to be the owner of the house, and he ends up turning his title deed over to Jesus. Will you do the same in your life? Will you turn over the right to rule your life to Jesus Christ? Now, Truth Talk with Ed Skipper has been published 3 times a week during this year, during COVID, and it now is going to be published every Monday and Thursday. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, may Jesus Christ be at home in your heart.